Hello, and welcome to another Artsnacks unboxing. This year I've been getting a lot of great watercolor and ink supplies, which I just adore, and this box is no different. First I have a pack of Viviva Colorsheets, a fun snack, the handy supply info guide, another fun sticker to add to my collection, a Zig Clean Color Brush Pen, and a Pentel Arts Brush Tip Sign Pen. It also came with this really nice Kingart Premium White Nylon Detail Brush. Right off the bat, these color sheets are so fun. I just love the packaging. Here on the back, it even shows a little picture with one of the individuals that presumably helped make these. Little cartoon image. It just really personalized it. I think that's so fun. This personalized image actually got me intrigued, and so I looked up the brand online to learn a little bit more about them. They have a really cool story. The creator actually collaborated with one of his college roommates from med school when he felt like he was enjoying his studies, but creativity was just missing a little bit in his life. It says he thought about the fact that we all paint as kids and enjoy art, and then we just stop, and kind of wondering why that is. The goal was to create something super convenient so that you will create art a lot more, even if you aren't a official artist per se. Although, of course, as I mentioned before, I believe really everyone is an artist. Everyone can do something creative. But that's, I think, why I really like this concept and the story behind this brand. These are meant for busy people to make sure they can just bring them around with them all day throughout their daily life. And when they have a spare 5 minutes, hey, they can do a little mini painting or sketch. They live in the States, but they're from India, and they actually create these sets in India as a way for women to make income for themselves. Hence the little cartoon image with an actual real person's face inscribed on the back of the package. What's also great about these is the tissue paper sheets in between the colors, so you can close it up while they're still wet. You don't necessarily have to wait for them to dry. And also, watercolors are notorious from actually showing up on the paper way different than they look when they're dry in the pans or on the sheets in this case. And I love how they have the handy little guide on the bottom that shows approximately what each color will actually look like once you mix water with it and get it on the paper. That is so super helpful, especially for beginners that don't paint a lot. I am painting some flamingos today, inspired by my recent trip to Florida. I went on an adult Disney World trip with one of my good friends from growing up, and we stayed at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and the first thing I saw when we got in and got to our hotel was flamingos. And I love flamingos. For a lot of my life, they were one of my favorite animals. Now I've been on like a jellyfish kick for a while, but again, flamingos still hold a special place in my heart. So this was super, super exciting for me, and I definitely felt like I needed to paint them. The bright tropical colors that came with this set will be absolutely perfect. As I'm painting, I'm pleasantly surprised with how much pigment is truly on each of these little rectangles. I expected to dip my brush in it and pick up a lot of the color right away and kind of be seeing the white base of the paper pretty instantly, but as you can see, there is so much color on these. They're really going to last, which is great. They blend very nicely, and what I also think is kind of cool that is particular to these dry watercolors, unlike oftentimes the ones you use there in the tubes, even after these dry on the paper, you can still kind of work with them a little bit. So I can really draw color out from some of the darker areas and spread it into other parts of my image pretty easily and keep working with and keep smoothing out the colors. Unlike with most dry watercolors, these pigments are so rich and so bold, almost darker than some of the tube watercolors I've used before. And it's normally really hard to get those super deep colors with the dry watercolors, so I'm super impressed. These are very high quality. As I'm using this brush, what I notice is that it has a really firm tip, which is great, especially for people that can be a little bit heavy-handed with their pressing sometimes. So you can still get, no matter how hard you press, really this nice thin line. Now, this is part of the Artsnacks challenge bit. I would never be painting this entire picture with just a detail brush usually. I really want to get a bigger brush for some of these larger areas, but that would be cheating. All around though, I am a detail-oriented person. I go through detail brushes like whoa, so I'm always happy to have a new detail brush. And this one is great. It keeps its shape. Again, nice firm tip. So I'm really enjoying this so far. Trying the Zig Brush Pen, I'm surprised because it's actually a brush. I wasn't expecting that. So it actually has little bristles, so that's pretty cool. And I'm testing here, and it does blend with water, so it's really nice to use with watercolors if you want to continue to have that water blended effect throughout your entire picture. This is great for using in conjunction with watercolor paints. This is kind of the opposite of the brush I just used. This brush pen is super, super soft, so I feel like the slightest little bit you tilt or angle the brush, it changes the line weight really drastically, which can be cool. I'm a little more partial, I think, to the more firm tips though, so I'm finding this a little bit frustrating to use at parts. But overall, again, very good quality. I like it, but it's just, I don't know, it's a little too soft and bendy for me, I guess. Now I'm going to try the other pen, and it is super firm. So again, something that's kind of the complete opposite of what I just used. So this box had a lot of variety for sure, which is nice. This is really nice for super thin, tiny fine details, but I'm finding that to get it even a little bit thicker, I'm having to press super hard and really just lay on the pressure. This is also blendable with water, and I like it, but this one was almost a little bit too firm. I'm sorry guys, I'm having a Goldilocks moment here. So, my little nitpicking aside, this was honestly another great box. I loved all the supplies in here for May. Definitely my all-time favorite is the Viviva Colorsheets. Again, the story behind the brand is really personalized and special and amazing. And I just think these are so convenient and fun. I love the colors. I can't wait in the summer to take these everywhere with me and get a bunch for all my friends. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more Artsnacks unboxings and art demos, be sure to subscribe.